Hello everyone, it is me Amselp, and today I want to show you 4 different hiding spots to hide your troops during kill events in Clash of Kings. So let's start with a example. This is not really my alliance that I'm in, but I'm going to use them for example. Let's say this is our castle, and I'm not sure what her or him name is, but whatever. So let's say we want to hide our troops. So where do we send them? So first of all, I'm going to recommend you to send them to the Alliance farm and send your highest load soldiers to there, because it will cost them more time to gather all the researchers and return back to your castle. So you are hiding your troops because the Alliance farm cannot be attacked, and your troops are gathering the resources and will return it to your castle while they are hiding. This is the number one spot. The number two spot, like if you have more marchings left, like you have more troops that you can fit in one marching, I would recommend you to reinforcement your allies, your castle allies, the people in your alliance that have a peace, that are using a peace shield, because they cannot be attacked but you can reinforcement them. So this was the number two. So you can actually, if you do not want any researchers, just say I want to have my researchers low so nobody attacks my castle, and I use reinforcement like him, one matching him and him, for example. And if I have no researchers in my castle and I have no troops in my castle, there is no point in anyone attacking my castle. So that's one good way to save your troops. And if your troops are lower level, like they are like level 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., you want, if there is any alliance turret or whatever that is not built yet, send them all to the turret and start building them. It will, if they are low level, it will take several days to complete the building, and if you have a lot of them, it maybe will be fine within like 1 day to complete it, and you can save your troops in here. And the last spot that the third spot that I wanted to show you is you can also send a marching to the ruins right here, and you can save them for 8 hours. And if you say 8 hours is too short, I want to sleep for like 9 hours or whatsoever, that's is still not important, because you can just click on the world map, select some place like here, and let me find a ruins here somewhere. Must be a ruins here. Alright, we have a small trouble finding ruins. No gold mine. Yeah, here is another ruins, and as you can see, it is still able for 23 hours. And if you click for the hill, 8 hours, and you see your troops will march to there for 1 hour, and they have 1 hour to come back, which makes it 2 hours. And you are inside the ruins for 8 hours, which means your troops are away for 10 hours. So that's a really good hiding spot if you ask me. But there is another hiding spot as well. Let me go back to the another the hive I was talking about. So this was our example castle, I guess. Well, if you check the uh, alliance fort, you can also reinforcement that, like send all your troops to there, because if the fort is being attacked, all your members are going to reinforce it. Make sure that you have a high level hall of war, because otherwise not a lot of people can reinforcement you. And if you are low level hall of war, I would recommend you to ask a high level member like do they have any level higher levels than 21? Alright, well anyways 21 is still a nice level. Um Ask them to send one troop to the fort, and you can send all the troops to the fort. So because they use their Hall of War, and in their Hall of War you can't hold more troops inside it. So if his troops are there as well and you join it, and much more other players can join you, and there will like 600k troops inside it, and I do not think that anyone want to mess with that. So I have a bonus tip for you guys. So let me go to my castle. I have 3 tips for you guys. Tip number 1, I wanted to recommend everyone to have uh, at least 8 hospitals, and I guess that's the max you can get, and get them high level as possible. Like as you can see over here, I have 64k vent capacity plus around 30k, so I have around 94k vent capacity, which means if my troops get attacked, around 94k will get wounded and the rest will start dying. And the more high level hospitals you have, the more capacity you get. So I would recommend you to get a lot of them if you are possible to get, instead of getting the farms that's not really needed. And the second tip that I wanted to give you is to get 8 military tents as well. Let's say for example he is level 16, he is level 17. So if 16 goes to 17, you get training volume plus 10, and if you go from 17 to 18, you get training speed plus 1, which means if you have 8 of them and you get them all up to 80, you get only around 80% training speed for training your troops, which makes your troop train faster, and also the amount you can train troops at the same time gets higher. That's perfect if you like, I'm going to set my troops on training and I'm going to sleep, and when you wake up you have trained like 600 more troops than usual. So I would recommend everyone to get 8 military tents and 8 hospitals. And the third tip that I wanted to give you is about this help button right here. Well, I see normally guys we will level up their castle, and it says it takes like 10 days to level up, and they click on the help immediately. Like, yes, everyone presses the help button and helps him, and it just helps him like 30 minutes, and it's not really worth it at all. So I would recommend everyone to only press the help button if there is like 3 hours left, and it depends on your embassy level. Like I am level 19 embassy, and I can receive like 21 helps, and each help helps me like 100 seconds or something close to that, which is around 2 minutes. So if 20 people help me, I will get around 30 minutes or 40 minutes faster production or faster leveling. And if it's like 10 days left and I press that, it will actually make no sense. So if the hiding your troops trick helps you guys, make sure to drop a like. And if these 3 tips helps you out as well, make sure to subscribe. Thank you everyone. Peace.